Hey guys, it's DJAppyD here, and today I thought I would make a video explaining how I would set up my live stream, because not that I've had this question before, but I think that people will ask this question, and that people, you know, if you ever want to do a live stream that involves mixing and putting a camera and making it live, then I thought I'd make a quick video showing you how I would set that up, how I would do it, right from plugging it into my computer to setting up the program. So yeah, now what I'm going to do is show you how to set up the hardware side. Yeah, so let's get to it.
So yeah, now all you need to do, grab your mixer, whatever you've got. Maybe it might be a mixer and CDJs, might be a controller, might be an all-in-one system, whatever it is, grab it, plug in what you need to plug in. So in my case, just need to plug in my USB because it's a controller. Then I'm quickly just going to grab my my headphones. As you can see, it's a 3.5 jack. I've just got a converter right here. As you can see, this is a half an inch converter which plugs straight into the side. You can see there's an option, but I just use this because at some point, you know, I just use this because at some point I'm going to need it, because this computer, so this thing I'm probably going to be replacing, and I might not be given an option for this. And plus, I just think that's traditional. I see it as a tradition of mine. I just do it all the time. It's a kind of habit. So just keep that in. I plug in my headset. There we go. And then pull that in there. And then that's plugged in. Then you need to grab this cable. Now, on your mixer, you may have a record out. You may have two of them if you've got a Pioneer one or whatever. Or you might have a booth out, or you might just have one simple master out like I have. In which case you want to have one that's compatible with it. But in this case, as you can see, I've got an RCA connector, so a right and left connector. And all I'm going to do, and on the other end of this is this bit here. As you can see, it's a 3.5 inch jack, the same one as that used. And this is going to plug into the back of your computer, and I'll show you where in a minute. So first of all, let's grab this end and let's plug that straight into the back of this. The right obviously goes to the right of whatever you're plugging it into, or whatever. The right goes into the red, so red goes to red, and left goes to the left, or the white goes to the white. Pretty simple. And then you take that into the back, and then you take that and you put it down there, plug it into the back of your computer, which I'm just going to go down here. I'm sorry, apologies about the noise. My computer's very noisy. Now you might not be able to see this because of the brightness. However, so as you can see right here, plug this into the back of your computer. You want to plug it into your line in. So when you've got it into your line in, you've got it plugged in. And it's all set up. So at this point, you've got audio going into your computer. And to test this, I'm quickly just going to load up my Serato DJ, or whatever software you've got. Just load that up, and then I'm going to bring up this recording thing. It's going to tell me any recording outputs that I have. You'll see one that says line in. If you're using any kind of program like Sony SoundForge, then you'll need to change it to your default device. But anyway, just take any old song. I've got a dubstep song here, and then start playing it. So I'm just going to start playing it here. Turn my volume off, and as you can see, if you look at this, line in right there, and then as you can see right here, you can see there's input going through there, and I've got my microphone for my thing right here. That's my webcam, which is also picking my voice up. But yeah, as you can see, there's audio going through and being picked up. So now you know that's working. You've set it to your default device. You can load up your recording software. But now we're going to be doing this for a live stream, so this is completely different. So I'm going to show you how to do it on the software now.
So now all you need to do is go to your programs, type in whatever program you're going. So you go into your start menu, and then type in the program you're going to use if you're using Windows 7 or Vista or Windows 8. And in this point, you want to put XSplit or whatever program you're going to be using. Load that up. or if you're using any other earlier versions, which I don't see why you should be using Windows XP. If you are, make sure you update. But anyway, rant over. But yeah, then you want to go to all programs, scroll down to your program, which is all the way down there, and load it up. I've already got it loaded up because what happens when I do it, my microphone turns up a notch, and it shouldn't really do that. And I'm just checking my microphone's fine. And then you want to name some scenes. Now, what I recommend is to have a webcam one. I call mine mix cam because I think that's appropriate. Sorry about this. This is my CPU overheats quite a bit. But yeah, then you want to go to your picture one, or the one that has the one I call this one picture, but this is literally a picture with audio. So that means I always have audio playing in the background when I have this one. One with a picture but no audio, and one that's for the outro, which is a picture with text saying, you know, come back again, hope you enjoyed, please make sure you tune in next week, all that kind of stuff, whatever you want to put. And then, you know, you could name whatever you want, you could do whatever you want, you could just have a blank picture with no audio, and that's it. And then as soon as you decide to start mixing, like if you started mixing or started the live stream at 5 minutes or 10 minutes before you were to start, and then exactly when it hits the time that you need to start, you press mix cam and you start mixing. Do whatever you need to do, but this is the way I want it to do. So first thing you need to do, this one you'll be following no matter what you're doing. Now the only way I could figure out how to do this and make it work properly is to first of all, let's just go straight to the bit. We need to add our webcam, so we need to go to add tab down, right down at the bottom left, and then you want to go to add camera right at the top of this list that pops up. And then you'll see your webcam in here, whichever webcam you want to use. I want to use my Microsoft Livecam HD 3000, so I'm going to add that, and hello, you can see me. But yeah, then I'm just going to expand it by clicking on the very edge. You'll see like an arrow appear, like 2 arrows, meaning you can go that way or that way, and then just expand it out. And then when you've done that, you can add your audio device. In this case, I'm using a line in source, and I'm just going to make sure because it's really annoying how it does that. Anyway, and then you want to make sure that your line in is set as your bottom priority. You don't want it to be the highest priority because you might see a little bit of lag maybe on your webcam or something like that. I'm not sure myself. When you've done that, you want to load up. When you've done that, you've basically got this one set up. So now when you mix, any of your line in stuff will play on your speakers. It's not going to add it as a source. It's going to be playing on your speakers, on your default speakers. So you'll want to make sure that your speakers are off if you're going to be using a microphone. And if you want to make sure you have a white microphone, you need to go to Tools in XSplit for the most part, and go to General Settings and set the microphone to whatever microphone you want to use. Now sorry about that. By doing that, I turned up my mic turned up really high, which is really annoying when it does that. However, we've done that. We've added the webcam. We've added that. So now, for the most part, now you want to go to Picture. Now you can add any old picture you want. I go to Add. And to do this, you have to go to Add Media File. That's the way you do it. Go to Add Media File. Don't click on this one that says Add Your Images, otherwise it'll bring up this stupid thing and it's awkward to do. So just Add Media File. Go to where you've got it saved. Mine's in the pictures. Sorry about that's 2 pictures there, but yeah. Load up whatever picture you want. I'm going to use this one because I haven't got any saved for the minute. So this one, load it up. And if you're going to have audio behind this one, again, you need to go to Add Media File, and then go to your desktop, add whatever music. Let's say it's just done dubstep. This is Rizal Seeking the Truth featuring yeah, anyway, add that one, whatever song you want to add. Make sure it's the bottom one again, and then that's that one sorted. And sorry, it is going to be playing in my speakers, so I'm just going to actually wait there. Yeah, I'm just going to mute this for now, but make sure that's on when you're doing whatever you need to do, because otherwise you'll hear the audio. As you can see, the audio is playing. And then if you want to change it so that every time you click on this picture one, it'll start at a specific point, then you right click on the audio, and then it says remember playback position. Click no. And whenever you want the song to play, I'm going to say it's typically a minute, so I'm just going to wait till it reaches a minute, or whenever the very start of the song starts, where the audio starts fading out, or where the intro is finished. So I'm going to set that to 1 minute, and when finishes I would set it to loop, because it might be running for 10 minutes or so it'll just loop that music. When you've done that, I would recommend going to your then you want to go to no audio. If you're following the same way I am, then now you want to go to your no audio and add just a picture on its own. So I'm going to re-add that picture. Again, it was add media file and then click on the picture. Then I'm going to add that picture, and there you go. So then the way I do it is I'll start my live stream, and right at this point, and I'm like, okay, so I want my song to start. So I'm going to have this. I'm going to leave it for 30 seconds so the stream is fully initialized, and people who just go on won't be shocked by music as soon as I start live streaming. So then I'll just click onto picture after 30 seconds, and it'll start playing from that point. And then now once you've done that, you want to go to your outro or whatever you want it to be. Go to add media file, and then add that same picture, which I'm going to add this one. In case you haven't guessed, I'm a big fan of the DJM 900 and 2000s. I absolutely love them. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go to add. Again, we're going to go to add and media file. No, sorry. We want to go to add, and in this time we want to click on add title. Now at this point you want to make it whatever colour you want. I'm going to keep it as white, and then I'm going to basically put some text down. I'm going to say I hope you enjoyed. Come back. Make sure. If you did. If you did, make sure. Make sure you tune in next week. On next week on a Thursday at 7 PM to 7:40 PM, which I recommend you do if you want to have some music. So yeah, anyway, that's that done. And then when I've got that set, I'll just make it to an appropriate size, which I'm going to say is that. And then I'm going to right click. We want to go to title. We want to go to configure again, which I think I had to do something else. I wanted to get it scrolling. I want to have it going slow, and then you can do whatever you want. And then okay, as you can see, it's going to start scrolling across the screen. Nice, isn't it? So then, now you've basically got it all set up. So we start the live. So now you've set all the stuff up, all the sources up. Now that's as easy as it gets. That's how you would set one up. Have all the audio feeding in from your mixer into the computer and set up on your live streaming software. So now at this point you want to make sure you go to Tools, General Settings, and I'm going to make sure that this doesn't turn up my volume. That's fine. If you're going to be doing any recordings with this software, make sure you set it to wherever you want it to be saved. And then you want to go to Channels. You want to make sure you want to go to Channels, and then if you want to add one, if you've already got one, then you go to Add. And if you've got a custom one, or if you're going to add a Justin TV, or what, if you want to add some more, but generally be using this one, add it. And then as soon as you've clicked on that, it's just going to quickly load all of that up. It can lag, it takes a while. My computer seems to be doing it pretty slowly. And then you type in your username, which I'm just going to do it for an example here. So DJAppyD1. Type in your password, and then just give it time to just load all the basic things. It just needs to pick up what channels you've got, set it to the channel that you want to live stream specifically. When it comes up, which can take a while, depends. Mine's taking a while because it does take a while. Mine's because I'm recording. It takes quite a while to do this. The one thing I will say, if you've got, and then when you've done that, you type in your password. Select your channel. Mine's just done this available because I've already done this. Set your location. I wouldn't recommend having it as default. My location for the most part is EU, London, UK, because that's the closest server to me. Set whatever you want to set on the video encode if you want to change it, and then click OK, and you'll have everything set up. If your password doesn't work, you can go on Twitch and get your stream key on the dashboard. So just go to your dashboard, and then you'll see this one called stream key. Go to show, and it'll bring up the stream key for you. Put that one in if your password won't work, and then you click OK. But I'm not going to do that because I've already got mine added. And then when you've got that set up, once that's in, you click on broadcast, and then just in TV, Twitch, or whatever you're using, a custom, whatever it was, RW something, whatever, and name beside it that you have associated with it. Type it in, as I said, then click on it, and you'll start broadcasting. You'll be live as soon as it says, because it'll say stream initializing, and then when it turns to red writing and says you are live, and start saying like frames done and this and all that kind of stuff, and dropped frames and all that kind of stuff, you are live streaming. And then at that point you can give it 30 seconds if you're doing it the same way I'm going to do it. But then you can do whatever you've got planned, because you can have any amount of creativity into how you want your live streams to start. I mean, you could just start straight from the mixed cam and not have any outro or picture and thing, but I just wanted to have that way because I think it's more professional personally. And then you click on your picture, it'll start playing the audio. Go to your mixed cam, and then yeah, you can start mixing. You get it focused on your camera, on your mix index, and there you have it. And then you can go, and then you go to your outro when you're finished, and then you'll have all this. And then when you've finished, you go to broadcast. Click on that again, it'll stop your live streaming, and then you can get rid of all this. And if you've got a new picture, then you can just get a new picture here. You get your new audio file there, and your new title there. And make sure and leave it on whatever you want to start it on next time for easier use. So yeah, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and this is my tutorial on how to set up your live streaming software, because you may want to set it up yourself. And this for some people this could be a challenge, but there's one thing I will always say to you: never use just your webcam microphone to pick up the audio. Never do that. It sounds crap. You could, the easiest way to do it, everyone has a computer, is to it'll just cost you £2 or £3, if that, to go to a shop or go online and order yourself a RCA to 3.5 inch jack, just to plug back into the back of your computer, into your line in, set that as your default device, record or live stream or do whatever you need to do, instead of having to record it with terrible quality. Whenever I listen to a mix that has audio quality that's been mixed and recorded from the microphone, I instantly turn it off, because I just think, no, that's crap, it sounds rubbish. If you haven't got a computer, it may cost you a lot. There are these recording devices you can get, handheld ones. Most of them can't handle the default line audio, which is really incredibly loud, very loud, but really expensive. Sometimes you can spend up to £300 just to get them to be able to record that. But you know, everyone has a computer. If you haven't got a computer, it's probably going to be cheaper for you to buy a computer than to buy one of these handheld recording devices, unless of course you're going to be doing gigs in which you want to record your gigs. You can do it that way. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to see more videos from me, make sure you leave a comment and subscribe, and also like this video to let me know you like me doing these tutorials. And I hope to see you in future videos, so I'll see you then.